Okay, we're back and we're going to do part 2 of properties of logarithms. And we talked about inverse and the change of base. Now we're going to talk about the product, quotient, and power properties. And these are going to be very useful for your upcoming test and your homework. So go ahead and pause the video and write down these on your formula sheet because you're going to need them. Okay? Okay, assuming that you're back now and you have these written down, we are going to go through a couple examples of how to use them. First, the product. If you want to solve log base 3 of 63, but you're given that log base 3 of 7 is approximately 1.7712. So you're given this and you want to solve this. Using the product property, you could break up the 63 into 9 times 7. So you have log of 3 of 9 times 7, and that, breaking this up, would be log base 3 of 9 plus log base 3 of 7. We know the log base 3 of 9 is 2. 3 to the second power is 9. And then we know that this is already given to us. So you get 3.7712. Easy enough, right? Okay, let's try another one. Log 60. And you're given log of 6 equals 0.7782. Remember, I didn't write a base here, so we know that this is base 10, okay? So knowing this and given this, we are going to break this up into log of 10 times 6 and log of 10. Remember, that's like base 10, so 10 to the what is 10? 1 plus log of 6, and that equals 0.7782, so my answer is 1.7782. So look over that for a second and make sure that makes sense. You're just breaking it up based on the information that you're given. It works the same with the quotient property. If you can't put together a multiplication situation, then you can break it up into a division problem. So if you're given log 4 to the 6, but you're given log 4, base 4 of 48 is approximately 2.7925, and log of base 4, 8 is approximately 1.5, or actually that equals 1.5. We proved that in a couple problems ago. Then, how am I going to break up 6 between 48 and 8? Well, it's a division problem. 48 divided by 8, and then based on this quotient formula, that is the same thing as log 4 48 minus log 4 8, because 48 divided by 8 is 6. And so this is 2.7925 minus this, which is 1.5, and you get 1.2925. So that is how you would use the quotient formula. Now I do have another one, and I know we haven't talked about natural logs yet. That's in a couple chapters in the book, but natural log is ln, and it is, you treat this natural log the same as you would a normal logarithm. But it has a base of e. We might have talked about that earlier in class. But anyhow, let's figure out how we are going to write this. I have to figure this one out. And it gives me that natural log of e is 1.0986. So let's see how I'm going to do this. Well, I know I can do natural log of E4 minus natural log of E, and that would, if I put this into my calculator, then you will get 4 to be the answer. And natural log, oh, I'm sorry, minus natural log of e, that's the 3. This should be 3, natural log of 3. Yeah, so that should be 4 minus 1.0986, and that equals 2.9014. So yeah, natural log of 3 is this, and so 4 minus that equals this, and that's your answer for that example. Okay, so that's just rewriting it. And then we're going to go over the power property, and this is my favorite because it's so easy. Basically, all you're doing is taking this exponent and you're moving it to the front, right there. So if I have log of base 3, 81 squared, I'm going to take this squared and move it to the front, and I have 2 log base 3, 81, and that's going to be 2 times whatever this is. What is log base 3, 81? It's basically 3 to the what equals 81, and the answer would be 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Remember, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 81. One more, and this one's a little complex, but I wanted to show it to you. You're going to use all of these different equations or formulas to write this as a sum and product. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the power. I'm going to move that over to the beginning. And then I have 2 times, and then I know I have a division. So natural log of 5e minus natural log of x. I have a multiplication one here. So now I have 2 times natural log of 5 plus natural log of e minus natural log of x. And that would work for me. In lesson 81, we're going to learn that the natural log of e is 1. If you want to write that down, you can. Natural log of e equals 1. So if you would change that to 1 and you distribute it, that would be fine. I would accept this as an answer also. So we're going to take a quick little test right now to see how much you've learned. Hopefully you know more than you did 20 minutes ago.